live, pal. Welcome to
Go for the Pin. Go for the Pin Wrestling Review Show.
With your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka Ember Moon Knight, aka Michelle McCool Running, aka Summer Ray Charles,
Mikey Q and King V.
King V, what's going on, homie?
Give your energy and feed that vibe into the world.
Mike, you still owe me a chopped cheese.
I mean,
Hey, Mike.
Go for the
We're live, pal. Welcome to episode 92 of Go for the Pin with your boys, Mikey Q and
King V, aka Bobby Drake Maverick, and we are here. And I know not everybody's gonna get that, but shout outs to the Hellfire Gala that's coming out soon. Shout outs to the X-Men fans. Anyway,
I know X-Men. He's the thing.
that's Wolverine. He is a part of the X-Men.
Oh, okay.
Not wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
Moving left and right along. I'm not doing this
We
today.
have DJ Knuckles in the building.
Yes.
DJ Knuckles is back. DJ Knuckles is back in the building, everybody. Knuckles, welcome back to the show. Do I really have to welcome you to the show? You're part of the show. Like, come on in. Just
Is it really welcome? Just you know where the water is. Go ahead.
it's right there. What's going on, pal? You was at AEW last night, and we'll get to it. But
I was, pal.
Yeah. Well,
I'm still on a high.
yeah.
Aren't we all?
Oh,
Somebody say hi.
Much higher.
I see what type of show this is gonna be. All
Oh
right.
yeah.
So we do not have a pay-per-view this weekend. Thank
Thank
God.
you, Jesus.
All right. Thank God. And we didn't have a pay-per-view last weekend. So again, thank you. Okay. Because it does get a little bit frustrating to have to cover a pay-per-view every week. Like it's a lot. Because now you have AEW doing, the Ring of Honor pay-per-views as well, and then the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. So that's bringing, AEW's pay-per-view count up. And now WWE, of course, has a pay-per-view every month. So we have a week that we don't have to do any predictions, and I don't have to lose again to V. I did the job last time.
That's fine. You'll be okay.
And I can't. My shoulder was up.
No, it wasn't.
My shoulder
It
was
just
up.
wasn't.
hey, get in line with Montez Ford, okay?
Right. Why the fuck the match stop?
Fucking ring the bell.
Yeah. Tess was so mad, yo. Anyway, but they will have a match at SummerSlam. So who's gonna be the special guest referee before we even get started?
So dumb. I don't care.
Wait,
No?
that's gonna be a special guest referee match.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't know why I didn't call
Out
it
of all the stipulations,
Thank you.
what is it gonna be? Roman? Is it gonna be
Something
Paul?
like that.
Solo?
It could be Paul. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be Solo. It's probably gonna be Paul. I didn't think about Paul Heyman. Maybe Paul Heyman. It's possible.
It's dumb, period.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys said, out of all of the stipulations you could have, you want to do
like a special guest
Special guest
referee.
referee
Like,
for
is
a
this
tag team
2002?
They should have hit this guy's inbox because I had the idea of the century. Thank you.
You did, and you said it last week on the show. Why don't you reiterate for us?
Well, give me those two teams after the banger they did at Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 2 out of 3 falls, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want a ladder match, no, because ladders that you've seen shenanigans in ladder matches.
And then also we just had
Carmella.
a ladder match. And also we just had a ladder match at Money. We had 2 of them. So
right, we had 2
we
of
had
them.
enough.
Yeah, submission match. No, they're not really submission specialists. The only logical only logical match after a banger is 2 out of 3 falls. Come on, Shawn Michaels,
Yeah.
Triple H. Come on, hey,
The
we
last
out here.
the last 2 out of 3 falls tag team match. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be, and I'm sure they will out there in the internets. I believe it was at V's favorite pay-per-view. No, he did not like this show for whatever reason. He's probably the only one. Great Balls of Fire.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
No, because V's like the only one that I know that didn't like the pay-per-view. Like most
Fucking
people said
hated
that
it.
was, but you are definitely in the minority because like
I mean, it's not
most
like I'm
people-
used to.
I
not like I'm
I
not-
know, but I'm just
nothing
saying
I'm not
like
used to.
most people love that pay-per-view, like including myself, like from start to finish. But one of the matches that happened on there, because the show opened with Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins, and it ended with Joe and Brock Lesnar. But in between, it had a lot of like good stuff. There was a 2 out of 3 falls match between the Hardys and Cesaro and Sheamus, I believe. Yeah, the bar.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's the last one that I can remember, and that one was really good. So I think they should do it. I'm with Knuckles. I think they should do a 2 out of 3 tag team match. Like you don't see that often, so I think it's a good idea.
Unless the special guest referee stipulation is gonna lead to a 2 out of 3 falls match with that first ref being ejected.
or unless the special referee is somebody that would possibly put in the mind of fans of someone that would side against the Usos.
Yeah, it's possible. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the reviews. Let's get to our thoughts, so we can get to AEW. We will get there. But first we have to cover some other things. So and I feel bad because I haven't been watching Impact, and I heard they've been really like killing it. I just haven't had the time. Impact actually aired tonight and missed it. But so let's go to SmackDown here really quick. Roman Reigns was back. He opened up the show. It's always good to see Roman.
Yeah.
And as Roman was coming out there, who do we see on the stage? We see Theory creeping around.
Yeah, of course he was creeping.
You see what I did there?
You ran right into that one.
Shit. Wow. All right, I'm gonna leave that there. But yeah, so Theory was creeping. Theory was creeping on the stage. Roman talks about Brock Lesnar, and Paul, as Paul does, cut another great promo. Paul was saying that he's worried. You know, he is worried about this last man standing match at SummerSlam. And you know, it was just really a really good promo. If you guys didn't see it, I think you should check it out. I can't remember if Theory came out during. I think he came out like after or something. He was out there and then he came back out there. He did a lap around the ring and then he left. What did you guys think about this opening segment? And are we looking forward to Brock and Roman at SummerSlam in this last match? Is it the last one?
Okay. So great work by Paul. Of course, that's just a given. My child block came on when that creep came out.
Wow.
So
wow.
You know, we want to protect the children.
A-Town down?
Shut up, Vincent. shut up, V.
Oh my god.
This is week number 3.
Oh my god. Yeah.
and just to correct you, Mike.
Yeah.
This Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Hardy Boys match was a 30-minute Iron Man match.
Oh, it's an Iron Man match. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Shit,
See,
there's another step.
That is another stipulation. Okay, I don't know why I thought it was 2 out of 3, 4. Maybe the Iron Man match makes sense. Okay. Yes, thank you.
Regardless.
Thank you. Yeah.
Regardless. Great work from everybody except for the creep. And as it pertains to Brock versus Roman, yeah. I'm tired, right? I'm really tired. Like I'm exhausted.
Right.
Not because it's not like it happens every pay-per-view. I get it,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, again, how many, how many times can we milk this cow before the cow has nothing left?
So I'll counter argue that with how many times did we see Rock and Austin back in the day? You know what I'm saying? Like it's so I think as fans now, right? Like we say, all right, we see Brock and Roman all the time, but Rock and Austin, everybody remembers the 3 WrestleMania matches, but they had way more matches. They was put in multi-man matches. They used to wrestle dark matches after the show ended. They wrestled other pay-per-view matches. Like, so yeah, we can sit here and say like, all right, Brock and Roman, it's tiresome, which it is. It's a fair point. But why is it that now we are so like, if they work twice, we're like over it now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I don't want to see it anymore.
Well, let me cross-examine you real quick.
Yeah, sure.
You bring up Rock and Austin, which is a very fair and great point.
Yeah.
We also have to keep in mind that both Rock and Austin at the time were full-time competitors.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
As of right now, from what we're seeing, Roman is not as full-time. If we can agree on that, and Brock comes when he wants to.
Yeah. But I think that's good. If Brock was there every week, we get tired of Brock.
Yeah, and that's also true. But you also have to take a look at this. This is like, okay, I guess I can say this because attention spans have changed over the last couple of decades that we've been watching wrestling.
Definitely.
So I understand why people were like, okay, Brock and Roman again.
Mm-hmm.
And, I feel the same way because I'm just like, oh my God, please somebody else.
Yeah.
But, they don't want to build anybody else.
Well, is anybody else over enough? Well, they're not getting anybody. I guess that's the argument of nobody else is getting over because nobody is booked to get over. So
in what? The heavyweight division?
Yeah.
Riddle? Seth Rollins?
You feel like Riddle's okay, but see,
Hell yeah.
People, Seth, I'll give you. Right? Seth is a multi-time world champion. He's main evented, pay-per-view after pay-per-view. He's an established main event talent. Riddle is getting there. He's trying to get there. I don't think Riddle is established yet in the main event scene. He's trying to get there. And maybe one day he can be there. But Riddle, I feel like, is a really great upper mid-card talent that you can put him in the main event, but you know that he's not going to win at this point. I feel like he's like a filler. He's like on the same level of like a Miz, or in a respect of like, yeah, Riddle could win a world title, but I don't think Riddle would ever be taken seriously as the guy.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you with that.
Thank you.
Only because, right, I see Riddle as a main eventer,
and I think he could be.
I think not only just his, regardless of how I may feel about him, the man is talented.
Yeah.
Right? He has charisma. And, that eventual Riddle Randy program, if Randy is going to be healthy enough to at least wrestle at least one more time. Because you don't know with back injuries. But you don't know with back injuries. But I think that what could have made Riddle, or could have established Riddle as the star that he should be, was winning the Money in the Bank briefcase. And I'm sticking by that awful booking decision.
Yeah.
Is basically... I was going to say something rude. Never mind. But I think
how
that
rude? Like Robin Rude or like Rick Rude?
Rude boy.
Ah, very nice.
No, but seriously, I really think Riddle has the ability. No, I think Riddle is a main eventer, and I think with the matches that he's put on with other main eventers, shows that he can hang with them.
Oh, no doubt. But that's what I'm saying. I think when I say, listen, if Miz was to stop wrestling tomorrow, he would go down as a Hall of Fame talent.
You're absolutely right.
But and I see you agree with it, but there are people out there that feel like he's not. And I'm just like, how could he not be? You know, like, and I think the perception is if you never got to the John Cena level, or you never got to the Roman Reigns level, or who Seth Rollins level, even, that you aren't worthy of like a Hall of Fame induction, or you aren't worthy of someone saying that you had a great career. I think Miz has had a great career. I think Dolph Ziggler and the Miz both are kind of like on the same level of, okay, they are former world champions, but they were never the guy. Like, even when Miz was world champion, both times Miz was world champion, he was never the guy. Like, he was a stand-in for John Cena. He was a stand-in for The Rock. He was like, he had the title match with Lawler and a couple other people that I'm trying to remember his first reign. And a few other people, but ultimately he was just the catalyst to get us to Rock and Cena. Right? So, like, but it's not to say that the Miz wasn't talented and he didn't have a great career. And I think that, like I said, even though you don't like Theory and a lot of people don't like Theory, and it is what it is, I think Theory could get to that Miz level, but I don't think that that Theory's going to be the guy. I think that Theory will get to that level of, like, he could win the world title. Theory definitely could win the world title. I know people would hate it, and that's exactly why they would do it, because people would hate it. But Theory could win the world title, but I feel like he would be like an upper mid-card guy holding the world championship. It's not to say that that's not a great achievement for him, and it's not to say that he's not going to have a great career as an upper mid-carder. And I'm trying to think of guys like, Riddle, in the sense of upper mid-card to main event, where if you need them to main event, they can. I think Riddle is at the point now where it's like, okay, if you need him to go in there and have a great match with a Roman Reigns or Randy Orton or Drew McIntyre or Bobby Lashley or any one of these guys that are main event talents, that he can step in and be that main event guy when he's facing those guys. But him on his own, I think Riddle right now is an upper mid-card guy that can play that part. And that's how I feel about Riddle. And I like Riddle. Like, I think he's talented. I really do. I think he's incredibly talented. But I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know how we got on Riddle for SmackDown, but that was a good discussion. Like,
well, I brought him up.
Yeah.
I have to agree with V.
Okay.
When you talk about back in the day in the Attitude Era, when you asked the question, well, how did fans feel different when it was Rock and Stone Cold over and over again?
Mm-hmm.
It was a different era. Rock and Stone Cold were two of the premier guys, and at that point, I think it was Stone Cold being champ, and then they were gradually or changing of the guard to The Rock.
Yeah.
Because it was Stone Cold for the longest, like ever since WrestleMania, what was it, 14, when he beat Shawn?
Yes.
And then Stone Cold just shockwaves through the business. He was just it. It was Stone Cold, and nobody else cared about anybody else. And
I would argue in 99 to 2000, The Rock and Stone Cold was like on the same level.
Yeah, absolutely.
98, Stone Cold definitely had it. But I feel like 99 and 2000, they were like 1A and 1B. Like,
yeah, but The Rock they were 1A and 1B, but The Rock didn't take over that 1A until like later on.
Well, it's because Stone Cold got hurt.
Yeah. So, but I think now it's a situation where Riddle is so over, and the crowd is just
I mean, they chant, bro. You know, like
Riddle was over with the bro thing. People liked him, let's say 6-7 months ago, or before he got into the tag with Randy Orton. People liked him. People liked him, and he was over with the bro thing a little bit, and then he got with Randy, and his stock grew.
Yeah,
and now that Randy's not here, his stock is sky high right now. With the whole doing everything for Randy, I think it's a perfect situation to have, and we'll get into it with AEW when we bring up AEW. WWE is becoming very predictable to where it's like
predictable.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
To where it's like Roman Reigns, nobody in the profession is going to touch Roman Reigns. We already know that. It's going to take that one time for somebody to upend Roman Reigns that's not Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, Riddle's the fan favorite, but let's be honest. If you book a Riddle versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam, who is everybody going to lead toward? Roman Reigns. Exactly. But what if Riddle wins? You've got the black dude in the front row with Undertaker streak ended like this.
Yeah.
Like nobody will see it coming. And I think that's good for business. Unpredictability is good for the wrestling business.
No, I agree.
And even if it's transitional for Riddle to win, and then, or maybe they'll save it for later when Randy Orton recovers a little more, and then Randy Orton will do the turn. Then they'll have the Randy Orton Riddle match, and Randy Orton.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would, but
I wouldn't have Randy turn. It's too predictable. I would have Riddle turn on Randy.
Well, either way.
Yeah,
or you can have Riddle turn on Randy, like, or Riddle wins the championship, and then Randy comes back and is like, "Yeah, buddy, blah blah blah," and then Riddle smashes him and is like, "I don't need you no more," something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's all fantasy booking because Riddle's not in the title match at SummerSlam, but if he was, then I mean, I could see that. So since we're talking about that title match and we are on SmackDown, because this is actually more entertaining than what actually happened on SmackDown. But so it's always cool to fantasy book. So, and I don't just say things on this show and not give people credit. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So Sean,
shade,
yes. And there it is.
Sean Ross Sapp had said that. Sean Ross Sapp had said on Twitter that he had this idea. What if at SummerSlam, with this last man standing match, Roman and Brock knock each other out, and here comes Theory, and he just has to stand there for a 10 count, and neither one of Brock and Roman can answer this 10 count. Theory becomes world champion by entering himself into this main event while Brock and Roman are both knocked out.
Yeah, but the title can't change hands on a double count out.
It wouldn't be a double count out.
It's the last man standing.
Last man standing. Theory would be entering that match.
Oh, yeah, but wouldn't that change the stipulation to a triple threat?
Well, would it be a
triple threat last man standing?
Yeah, it would be a triple threat. Last
man
standing.
that would make sense then.
And Sean had said that the fans would hate it, so he could actually see WWE doing it, just because the fans would hate it.
Or I could see since Theory on Raw went to Seth Rollins for help. Oh, I will get to it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Since Theory went to Seth to help on how to cash in Money in the Bank, I wouldn't be surprised if he cashes in the same way Seth did. And well, I mean, I guess that would be the same thing since it's a last man standing.
Yeah, it could happen
in the middle of a match. Right in the middle of a match, you just.
Ooh, yeah, I would hate it. Do not put the world title on Theory. I hope he was the guy to win and lose his his title match. But
we've had worse as world champions, so
sure. All right. Drew McIntyre defeated Butch. That a Butch. By
Oh,
Pitbull.
son of a
Opening
Butch.
Claymore. Yeah.
Son of a Butch.
I call him Butch because it's funny. Like I actually call it's actually funny. I call him Butch because it's funny. Okay. That happened.
Yeah, it did. It happened.
The Viking Raiders defeated Jinder Mahal and Shanky.
That also happened.
That happened. Gunther came
Murder.
Oh, Gunther.
Gunther came out there with Ludwig Kaiser. And then General defeated. Wait, he defended his Intercontinental the Ring General.
What the hell?
Ring General. All right, so we're live, pal.
Oh boy.
This is worse than the time I had to say Legado del Fantasma before. But that
yeah.
Your
German is worse than your Spanish.
Well. Hey, I took Spanish for 4 years. I never took German. But anyway, let's continue here. Gunther issued an open challenge, and Shinsuke Nakamura answered it. But of course, Gunther is not going to wrestle somebody he's not prepared for, which that's the point of an open challenge. But Shinsuke Nakamura wound up defeating Ludwig. And yeah, it looks like Shinsuke is going to go after Gunther for the IC championship. Do we like this?
Boo, 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 boo.
So you're telling me that you don't want Shinsuke to beat Gunther?
Pass.
Oh, you're gonna pass on that.
Heavy pass. Hard pass.
Hard pass. Wow.
Hard pass.
Hard pass.
You didn't do anything with him the first time. What's gonna be the difference?
Or second. I feel like
what's gonna be the difference?
Twice, right? Yeah, because he beat he beats Sammy, I think, for the title again. Yeah. So
I don't think Shinsuke is not winning any kind of title anytime soon, and I hate to say it because he's immensely talented, but I know those matches are going to be hard hitting.
Yeah.
Between the chops,
a lot of hard talk. You think Veer should be added to this match? Hard pass from Knuckles, that get hard hitting. Like is Veer in this match or not? Because if Veer's not in this match, I'm not watching all of this hard stuff.
And the winner of this match is a hard decision to make.
I'm leaving.
I bet it is. You're leaving and Veer's coming.
Oh my god.
I'm leaving.
You know, I am way too John Legend's first album for this, and I can't do this at all.
I'm not gonna get through the show. I know that right now. I'm sorry for the podcast people that listen to this, but all right, I'm gonna try
to watch on video.
Yeah, I'm gonna try though. I was just slumped over in my chair. Okay, so newly crowned SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan, was there. Yay. She was there to celebrate her win over Ronda Rousey. At Money in the Bank. But of course, she was interrupted by Natty and Rousey. So this week on SmackDown, we are gonna get Liv versus Natty. By the way, Ronda defeated Natty again by submission. It was pretty much a squash. Okay, so what do we think about this and what's going to happen? Well, as we record this tonight on Friday Night SmackDown.
DK. So I know the transphobe is going to be involved somewhere.
Goodness
and fuck her.
But she loves you, V. All right, no problem.
I was going to say something. And it was going to get me in trouble. But never mind.
We don't want you to get in trouble.
It was something rude. But honestly, that Rhonda is very, very rough on the mic, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I would say stop
don't
giving her a microphone.
Stop giving her a live microphone, please. Like it's not good. And I don't know what she tried to call Natty or it sounded like she sounded like a sim, and I was like, what did she just say? I got like, what? No. Turn off her mic.
Man.
Cut her mic off. Cut it off. Cut it off.
Cut her mic off.
Shut her mic off.
All right. Well, hold that thought. So Natty is facing Liv on SmackDown, and we have this clip from this house show from this past week. So I want your thoughts on this, guys. So we see it, Oblivion, right? Here it is, the 1, 2, 3. Natty gets up, no sells Oblivion, says something to Liv, and walks off here. Not exactly sure what happened. So we can give our opinion on this. You know, there was a lot of talk of unprofessionalism. You know, how do we feel about this? Because they got to work tomorrow night. Well, tonight.
I don't. This is my first time seeing that.
Would you like to see it again? Did you see it?
No, I saw it.
Okay.
I saw it.
Okay.
Now this is like my actual first time. I've been so disconnected lately.
Yeah.
Clearly. But I don't know. You did. That's not something I've personally seen Natalya do, from my memory.
Neither have
I don't know. It was probably a miscommunication. These things happen. I'm not gonna. Something. Very pissed.
Yeah.
She
did the job. She 1, 2, 3. She did the job, but then she got up immediately, and you see her like kind of like reprimanding Liv, like, you know, pointing at her and all of that, and you know, and Liv, you see, it was very quick, but Liv's just like, what the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I heard mixed stories. Multiple stories. I heard that like apparently Liv like hit her and like legitimately caught her in the eyes before Oblivion, and then hit Oblivion before she was actually ready for it. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it was. I wasn't there. I haven't talked to Liv, haven't talked to Natty. You know, and Natty's response was kind of like sarcastic. But you know, she was like, I think Natty said something like, I was saying thank you. You know how wrestlers say thank you for the match? And now they do it in the middle of the ring, which back in the day, you used to save that for, you know, in the back. But now
or even like a simple like tap.
Right.
You know, the subtle stuff that's not.
Yeah. Well, no, sometimes like
camera.
at Money in the Bank, Liv thanked Ronda publicly right in the middle of the ring. She said thank you.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, you do see it way more often now than you used to. Where the person will thank them for the match. Like I think it happened with Alexa and Nikki Cross this past week on Raw. Like, you know, you can visibly see like Alexa saying thanks, Nikki, like, you know, or something to that extent, you know. So like we know it happens, but now it's happening in the middle of the ring. But that was not a thank you. That was she's upset. She being Natalya, you know, pronouns foul. Exactly. Natalya was upset about something, and okay, let's just cut right to it. Was that unprofessional? Knuckles. Hold on, V. Hold on. Let's get to Knuckles for a second here, and then V.
So I'm reading. I'm doing my Googles right now.
Of course.
And so it was said, and I know V mentioned like Natalya put out a tweet saying thank you, or I think one of you just mentioned broke character. But that Maeve Delter dude said
I was confused.
That was cool. I like that one.
So it said, and let me turn this down. It said that it had nothing to do with frustration with Liv.
Okay.
He said he don't know what the situation was. There was a situation, but it was cleared up that night, and it's over and done with. And she was mad, but it had nothing to do with Morgan or any heat with her and Morgan. That's what Google said.
I don't know how much I believe of that.
I don't believe it either.
It looked like
but
she definitely had. Let's watch this clip one more time. We can use this because it's not.
it was the
WWE,
point.
so
It was the point for me.
yeah.
It was like,
It was that. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because she stayed down for the 3. But the unprofessionalism comes up when she literally pops up right after Oblivion and starts. We're gonna watch it one more time. And guys, if you're not watching on video, you need to. Because this is why. So let's go to this clip one more time here. Hold on. Sorry, guys. We're live, pal. Let's do this one more time.
Pal.
All right, here we go. Oblivion. Boom. All right, Liv. Right back up.
Yeah, that's something behind
And then the
that.
walk off, yeah.
There's something behind that.
Yeah. So that Meltzer guy can say that there's no heat between, or it wasn't a heat thing, but Telsa. Yeah. Meltzer guy can say that, but yeah, it definitely from the untrained eye. Okay, it looks like there was some type of heat there. See, this is way more interesting than Friday Night SmackDown, but yeah. So, so that was the segment. Max Dupree was out to tintillate the juices.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Knuckles. Hey, Knuckles. Were your juices tintillated when Max Dupree was out there?
This is so aggressive.
I had Kool-Aid.
You had Kool-Aid, okay.
I didn't have juice. I had Kool-Aid.
So I had a comment. It might. I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna do it. No, you're not gonna have
coffee.
Yeah. Wow. He was out there to titillate the juices. He wanted the juices to flow. He wanted the juices to flow. So he had his new tennis collection.
Why are we doing this?
Well, I'm sure Max Dupree is asking the same question every time he's out there with a live microphone on SmackDown. But anyway, so he had his new tennis collection to show everybody. And Marseille and Massa was out there to show this collection.
Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Marseille and Marseille
and Massa.
Mama say, Mama Sam.
Really? We're not getting copyrighted for that.
Oh man,
Michael Jackson already got in trouble for that. We're not us.
Oh man. Well, they know where to find me. All right. So, how do we feel about this whole thing? It's Max Dupree and his Maximum Male Models, who they actually have a website for.
It's something I never want to see.
That's how I feel about Pretty Mid, but yeah,
that's what it was. Pretty mid, pretty stupid, pretty unentertaining.
How is Pretty Deadly getting shots? Getting like strays here, but yeah,
pretty dumb as hell.
Pretty idiotic. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, how did you feel about it? was your juices to the lady? Max was trying to titillate my juices, and it just wasn't.
Wow,
working.
All right,
it wasn't working.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to fight through it. Fighting through it. So this is something new.
Yeah,
they gave Mace something to do.
Marseille. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And
Massa.
It gives them something to do, and I like Mace, and I also like Mansoor.
Yeah.
And I like Eli Drake.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I have no issue with it. If it gets over, then it gets over. I can't sit here and be mad if
My
it.
pops hates it, but I think it actually could get over because it's so bad. It's
Oh yeah,
horrible,
it's
but
going to get it's
Yeah.
going
I
to
feel
get
like it's
over.
gonna get over.
Yeah, it's gonna get over with, and I'm gonna be happier for it.
Oh, oh my
DJ
god.
Knuckles, everybody. DJ underscore Knuckles on Twitter. On Instagram. JPS Music on Twitter.
Follow me.
Yeah. All right. So we had the Usos in a squash. Against Angel Garza and Humberto. Had to read that there. After hitting the 1D on Carrillo. Okay. The Usos said that they defeated the Street Profits and they don't know about any controversy that anybody's talking about. That's on the referee. If he ain't see the show, that's on the referee. That's what Jimmy said. Cause of course that damn Kayla Braxton. Kayla was in there trying to insinuate that the Usos had controversy around their win. The nerve of Kayla Braxton.
She can insinuate all she wants. I don't care nothing about it.
All right. All right.
I said what I said.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I also
I'm with
almost said something rude.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. That's mad New York, but yeah.
Just
Deadass.
an empty
Deadass.
an empty can with one Tic Tac. Just
Wow.
oof, baby. Anyway,
Baby.
moving on.
Moving on. All right.
Mhm.
Damn, I wish I had my soundboard with me. I got a perfect sound for this bullshit. Sorry. Anyway.
So
Moving on.
Drew McIntyre was supposed to face Sheamus, but Sheamus said that he had COVID and he couldn't wrestle. And now COVID is nothing to joke about, guys. Okay, like so I'm not laughing at anybody that had COVID because I myself experienced it. However, that segment was funny. And of course he tried to get Rich Holland and Butch to, face him. Basically, Drew got the sword, big gimmick with the ring ropes, exploding or whatever. And no, I know I said exploding. Veer was nowhere on the show. And that was the end of SmackDown.
Oh, fucking
with the ring exploding, Veer style. So what did we think about? What did we think about this?
one fucking no. Fuck SmackDown. One count.
Wow. Okay. Well, here it is. The one count just pops up there.
Cause SmackDown was not good. And I just.
But Roman Reigns was on the show.
Okay.
Okay. Now
It's just like. And
this is my yard now.
You know I love Roman, but I'm just like.
What is Morgan Freeman voice? This is my yard now.
Oh
Like,
my! I just remember the Reign of Fools when he said that. You just this is my yard now. Boo! Like just yo. It was crazy. That was the night after WrestleMania after he beat the Undertaker. But
That is correct.
That was crazy. And they didn't let the man talk for like 10 minutes.
Right.
Like that, I hadn't seen a segment like that, and I don't think I ever saw a segment like that. Like that was crazy. But yeah. But as you can see, I'm more interested in talking about old segments of Roman Reigns than actually what happened on SmackDown here. It gets a one count for me as well. Knuckles. You tapped out of SmackDown. All right. Hey. Oh man, was it one of those tap outs where they didn't see it at first, like the referee didn't see the tap out, and then he had to reposition himself?
No, it was one of those tap outs to where like this is like super heel move. It was a tap out to where like if I get put in a submission move and I'm like, oh, you ain't about to hurt me, like bam.
Oh, it's immediately okay. So
immediately, and then I roll out the ring and no sell, and then run back. Yeah, that kind of tap out.
Wow. All right. Well, that was Friday Night SmackDown. Should we cover Rampage since it was taped or no?
No, I missed it.
I missed it too. I was
yeah.
All right. So Monday Night Raw happened. I need to get up those results. If anybody's ready to go, we can. But
Raw was nothing to run home to either.
okay, okay.
To me. So
Is John Cena not going to be around? Like, did he just come for his 20th and dip off again? Like, I was under
that's what it looks like.
I was under the impression that he was back at least for the summer, but I guess not.
I don't think so.
Right.
Okay, well, Raw opens with Brock Lesnar. Massive ovation. It was the only real ovation of the night because that San Antonio crowd was dead. And I will get Knuckles' opinion soon because we're gonna cover Raw, get to NXT a little bit, and then go to AEW, our main event for the evening since you was at the show. But yeah, it's a difference in crowd. Like, but we'll get your opinion once we talk about AEW. Brock Lesnar cuts a promo. Paul Heyman comes out there. They go back and forth a little bit. Theory comes out there because he's Mr. Money in the Bank. And the Alpha Academy decide to get involved, and they get destroyed. I love this opening. I thought it was great. I mean, Brock Lesnar put Otis through a table via the F5. Brock looked like a killer, like a monster, like a beast, the beast incarnate, if you will. I thought this was good stuff. I thought it was a great opening to Monday Night Raw. What did you guys think? V.
So I'm gonna be transparent. I love this segment.
Yeah.
It was a great segment.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what happened on the rest of Raw.
Right. Because they did this and it went downhill from here.
Oh, I tapped out. I tapped out like via sleeper hold. I was it was real tired. I was fighting something, it was fighting back. Y'all be weak in the knees. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Video. I love that video so much. But anyway, yeah, I tapped out of Raw after this. Not gonna lie to you. But this segment was really good. And this segment alone, if I would have just watched that segment, that would have been the end of Raw. It would have been a near fall for me, but
one segment and go off the air.
Yeah. All right, we're getting out of here. We're going home.
Right. Brock Lesnar destroys everybody. We'll see you next week in the criminal justice system.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yo, oh man. No, now it's Miz and Mrs. actually.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right after Monday Night Raw. Right after Monday Night Raw on the USA Network, according to the Miz.
Which is quite entertaining though.
I heard.
It
I
is.
just don't have time. I heard though. And I heard they went up in ratings also from season 4. I think they're in like season 5 now or something like that.
It's a good show. Not gonna lie, it's a good show.
I heard. And I'm a mark for Maurice, so you know. All right, so Finn Balor defeated Rey Mysterio. This was good. They had a good TV match.
That happened.
But it was Rey and Finn Balor. Of course, it's gonna be good. Yeah, that happened. And Finn Balor defeated Rey clean. Here's the story. Dominic was confronted by Judgment Day, and Judgment Day is trying to recruit Dominic. My question is, does he join? And I'll give my opinion first here. I think he should. I think it'll help his career immensely. But yeah, I think that Knuckles, you good over there? Think you saw a veer or something. All right. Well, okay. All right. Well, as Knuckles gets situated, yes, Dominic, Judgment Day. What do we think?
That is a good question. Does he join? Should he? I don't know how he'd fit with the dark aesthetic. Because when you really think about Judgment Day or the original lineup, even including Edge, they've had all dark personas, right? The Demon, Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest. I don't know where Dominic fits with it.
Right.
I think what would help if they found a way to put him back into NXT 2.0.
Yeah, I think Dominic definitely needs to.
I think he
go
should be
to.
in 2.0.
Yeah.
Um, because it's really hot over there for young talent right now.
Yeah.
But I don't see Dominic. I don't see Dominic
Joining
joining
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. Do I see him turning on Ray? Yes, but not
But I
by
think
joining Judgment Day.
okay. Nice glasses, by the way, V. Knuckles. Do you think Dominic? I noticed it. But yeah, do you think that Dominic should join Judgment Day? And it's a two-parter. Do you think that he should join it by turning on Rey Mysterio?
I think this is a classic case of. Can you guys hear me? By the way,
Yeah, you're good.
okay, because like I completely lost audio there for a second. That's why I switched over to my laptop. So
Okay.
we're live now.
We are live, pal.
I think this is classic case of Julia Hart. I think you would have to wean me in to Dominic joining something like Judgment Day. Judgment Day is dark. Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio is very bright, very vibrant. The colors, Rey Mysterio. I don't, not right now. Like, wean me in. Like, give me little subtle hints that maybe this is the possibility. Don't just throw him in there. That's not going to work because I'm not going to believe it. It's not. It's going to be very unbelievable to me.
I think that's why it'd be perfect though. Like you said, Rey Mysterio's entrance and Dominic's entrance is very vibrant, very colorful, very, kid friendly, all of that. I think that would make Dominic a great heel by ditching all of that. And
but there's a difference between being a heel and being like a Judgment Day type heel. There's a difference.
No, it's true.
You have to have a very, like I couldn't see Rey Mysterio pulling off. If y'all remember that segment with what is his name, Damien?
Shadow?
No,
Priest.
Yeah,
Priest?
Damian Priest.
Oh.
You remember with Damian Priest, like in the
Stevenson.
Yeah, like in the middle of that match, and he looked up and he looked like demonized.
Yeah.
Like the light hit him. I can't see Dominic Mysterio doing that. Dominic just is not that dark of a character yet.
He's not, but that's why I think it'll work. I think if he completely does a 180, I think because the fans don't see him that way, that it might work. It might work. I think he should do it. I really do. I think he should do it. It gives a way to write Rey Mysterio for television because I'm sure Rey's tired. Like, and the thing is, I know Rey was supposed to retire a few years ago. He's still going because of Dominic. And Rey, can we just look? I'm gonna give flowers and give credit where credit is due,
because that's what we do on here.
Yeah, exactly. Rey, especially for his age, is so good. Still, like the guy still moves like he's in his 20s and 30s. Like it's amazing. He's almost 50. If he's not 50 yet, he's almost 50. He's got to be.
Oh yeah.
Rey Mysterio is incredible. Even to this day, he just on Raw, he pulled up a springboard Hurricane Rana off the top rope.
Effortless.
Come on. Effortlessly. Like it looks so smooth, seamlessly. Like, come on. We got it. Rey Mysterio, first Battle Hall of Famer.
Oh yeah.
The greatest luchador of all time. One of the greatest wrestlers of all time. We give flowers where they're due here, and I think Rey Mysterio deserves all of the credit in the world. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
I was bugging out.
V, no, you're not
And
bugging out. Everything's
hold on, and let me make a point on that. Let's not even talk about the fact that he's still doing this and he's had a wonderful career in WWE. Let's not even talk about what he was doing in WCW.
That part.
Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero '98 at Halloween Havoc is probably one of the greatest cruiserweight matches I have ever seen. Ever. It will go down in the annals as a cruiserweight classic. And in my opinion, I'm just me.
Yeah.
That still sets the bar for what cruiserweight wrestling is supposed to be.
Right. Because they don't just raise the bar, they all the bar. All right. So we had a Raw Women's Championship match. So Carmella defeats Bianca Belair because
I missed the doll. The doll was on the
yes. Yes. Anybody that gets that reference, I love y'all. Yes, I was going to. Yes. All right. Just look up Will Smith. All right. So Carmella defeats Bianca Belair via countout. So now you guys are both wearing shades, and I don't have any.
I wear
Becky. So New York, they can't see my eyes. All right.
What the hell has been?
You did.
You did.
Oh man, you gonna have me do the. Oh man, we're too New York for life. Yeah, that was wild New York.
Very New York. That was very.
We're so ADD right now.
Yeah. We're having one of those nights. I be trying to keep us on track, but I'm a little. You see this?
Not me this time.
Oh, you got something tonight, Vic?
Oh yeah.
Mike?
Oh yeah.
We out here.
Oh yeah.
Way up. I feel blessed.
Oh hell yeah.
All right, let's keep going, please. Let's keep going. Because it is late into the evening here on the East Coast. My fault. Yeah. All right. Carmella defeats Bianca because of Becky getting involved. Becky distracts Bianca because Becky was on commentary. Okay. And this allows Carmella to get a count-out victory over Bianca. However, still your Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. I was waiting for that announcement from Mike Rome, who was apparently asleep. But yeah, Bianca is still the women's champion. And after the match, because she was so upset that one, Becky cost her a match, and two, Carmella was taunting her, gave Carmella the KOD, and that was the segment. Yes, we got Bianca versus Carmella for the 1,000th time, and I'm sure we're going to get another match since Carmella technically has a win over Bianca Belair now.
Yeah.
So, do we get a triple threat at SummerSlam? Mella, Bianca, and Becky? Or is it just straight up Becky and Bianca? I don't know. All right.
I think we might get a multi-woman match. And I don't think it's going to be a triple threat. I think we're going to get a multi-woman match.
Okay.
Like more than 3?
Yeah.
Maybe a fatal 4-way. Maybe. Maybe a 6-pack challenge. Maybe.
6-pack challenge?
Yeah, why not?
Why can't we just...
I'm done.
Oh, man.
I'm just trying to... The story that you're telling.
Okay, we have Carmella. Right, who would be... That's my question. Who would be the other people?
Well, the Asuka moment is done. I really thought about that. Alexa just got a win.
Yeah. Alexa and Asuka defeated Nikki ASH and do. All right, Piper Nevin.
I just looked at it.
Okay, after Bliss hit Nikki with the DDT, and I'm happy that Alexa is using the DDT as a finish because as our good friend, and he is a good friend, Steve Pena said on our very show that a DDT should be used as a finish. If you're dropping me on my head, I'm not just going to kick out and no sell it. So, yeah, because the DDT, you're dropping somebody on their head. Yeah.
There's a couple of you that needed to be DDT'd on Conk.
Okay, so we had AJ Styles and Ezekiel defeat the Miz and Ciampa after we were supposed to have a handicap match with Miz and Ciampa. AJ and Ezekiel defeat them by disqualification. because Ciampa refused to stop attacking Styles. So on this same show, we had a count out and we had a disqualification all on the same show. Yeah. Yep. That happened.
Maybe it was a good thing.
Maybe it was a good thing. What?
I ain't
Don't say
fight
it,
back.
V. Don't say it, V. Don't say it.
Say it. Peer pressure.
No, I'm good.
Peer pressure.
No.
Say it.
It was a good thing I fell asleep because none of that looks tantalizing to me.
Your juices were tantalizing. And I don't even think Bear was on this show, so he couldn't even help.
Moving on. No more.
Let's move on. Nope. That was a joke there. All right, but all right. So the Usos.
My goodness.
Usos and Omos defeated the Street Profits. I'm trying to fight through it. Defeated the Street Profits and R-Truth at the segment with R-Truth and the Usos. R-Truth is hilarious. I just want to say that. That's just he just is. And yeah, I mean, Street Profits and R-Truth do the job. I believe Dawkins did the job. He took the pin from Omos after the tree slam, I believe.
The trees? Okay.
Yes, that's what the name of Omos's finish is. The tree slam.
But okay.
Well, you can write WWE in Stamford, Connecticut. I'm sure they'll be happy to hear from you after all of the
going on right now that they need to worry about. Sweet Euro porch.
Oh God. Okay. After all of the I'm not even going there. All right. So we had Riddle and Bobby Lashley defeat Seth Rollins in Theory after Riddle hit Theory with an RKO. Dolph Ziggler returned. Okay, this was the main event of the show, so almost done. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler returned and kicked Theory right in the face.
Oh, this is
hard as hell.
Yeah, he really, he laid it in.
He laid that super
laid his shit in,
bro.
bro.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm sure he knocked a couple of Theory's teeth loose. So how do we feel about this? One, Dolph Ziggler now is a babyface, it seems, because he went after Theory.
Thank God.
Yeah, that was the end of Raw. I don't know where we go from here with Theory and Ziggler. Do they wrestle over the briefcase? Does Dolph Ziggler get the briefcase?
Oh, please. I would literally take anybody else.
Well, because they just did that with Otis, I don't think it's gonna happen. I miss Otis saying Tucker. I'm just saying. All right. So I wonder what Tucker Knight is doing right now.
Nothing.
Okay, that's fair.
Wait, that sounded bad.
And for all of you people, it did. It sounded crazy. But no, you might be right. So, but for all of you people comparing Dawkins to Tucker, you guys are wrong. I'm just letting you know that. Yeah, there's the comparison of Dawkins and Tucker out there.
I was gonna remove these, but let's not see what's behind these shades.
Oh. I mean, okay, all right.
What?
Knuckles, how do you feel about this? Dolph Ziggler, babyface, turns on turns, not really turns, but super kicks Theory in the face. What do you think happens here? Do we have a Money in the Bank match? Like, what happens here?
There's a couple of ways you can go with this.
Okay.
I do like the fact that Dolph has turned babyface and they've gotten the dirty dog thing. Yeah. Because Dolph is a babyface as it is. Well, Dolph as it is a wonderful wrestler. He's a wonderful performer. But as a babyface, he's
I think he works better as a heel, but I think he could pull off the babyface thing. But he works better as a heel.
I can remember Was it Dolph Ziggler who was the last man in a Survivor Series match?
Yes, that happened. Yes, he was the sole
With
survivor.
John Cena and some other guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that babyface performance was one for the books that he did that year. I could see this happening as a story as Dolph Ziggler, it's a long shot, but Dolph Ziggler beating Theory and then Theory cashing in and then Dolph coming to Theory and saying, "Hey pal, I beat you.
Hey pal.
Hey pal, I beat you
It's the
twice
pal for me.
or however many times."
Yeah.
Pal. Pal.
Pal
I
is
want
so
a title match.
disingenuous. Yeah.
Right. I want a title match, and then they have Theory versus Ziggler for the title.
Yeah.
I think that's like later on down the line. I really don't know. I don't know. I do like the babyface turn though. I don't know where to go with it. It kind of doesn't make sense, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what do we? I definitely agree with Knuckles on that.
Not for nothing. I like Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, same.
He's super talented.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
I don't have anything negative to say about Dolph, at least. It's something new for him to do. Can we make Bobby glorious again? Oh, that sounded oof.
No, I think that's it's great.
Yeesh. That was the wrong phrasing, but let's
glory. Okay, okay, all right. I get it now, but
but they really fucked up with not keeping Bobby Roode being the glorious Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
But was he over or was the music over?
That's a good question.
The music was probably over.
Yeah.
And let's be real, talented as fuck.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Even in TNA, former world champion there.
Beer money. But
beer money. There you go.
But yeah, it's like it's a whole bunch of people doing a whole lot of nothing. Let's do something with these people, please. That's all.
I agree.
All right. Raw. What do we give it? V tapped out. All right, Knuckles. What do you think about Monday Night Raw? One count. All right.
And I'm gonna just be honest. I really could care less about SmackDown and Raw because I was so amped for AEW. I really didn't even pay attention.
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. That's the main event, pal. We're getting there.
All right, pal. Still in the mid card. I forgot. My bad. Preliminary matches.
We're working our way up. Well, that sounded bad if it was there. All right, so NXT happened. And they were coming off the heels of NXT's Great American Bash. You see him? Is he there?
Hell
oh no, I think Nichols.
No, I just don't see how you got a Veer reference in from that. This is amazing.
Yeah. All right. There was a Veer joke right there too. All right. So NXT kicked
it was
off.
tantalizing.
No. Ed, no. Now Michael's down. Michael's down.
Oh, he failed.
Mike is down.
Mike broke.
He's injured. Wrap him up.
Oh Lord.
Yo, that was hilarious. Oh man. Well, I'll tell you what titillated my juices. NXT started off with Roxy being attacked in the parking lot. And yeah, at this point we didn't know what happened, or did we?
Yeah.
So at this point, let's be honest. Did we think it was Cora? Did anybody think it was? Be honest.
I did.
No.
Okay, I didn't. V, you said you did.
I did.
Okay. Well, okay.
I definitely didn't.
I don't care about yeah, I didn't think it was Cora. I didn't think it was Cora at that point. There was a point where there was a point where I knew it was Cora.
Really?
But yeah,
from the beginning. Look,
no, I didn't. I was like, all right, toxic attraction, tacked them like in the, you know what I'm saying, like tacked her in the parking lot. All right, this will be the way to get Roxy out of the match. I knew Cora would get into the match because Roxy was attacked, but I didn't think that it was going to be revealed at that moment that Cora was the one that did it. But obviously, okay, spoiler alert, yes, Cora attacked Roxy. I think everybody that's watching this, listening to this, knows this at this point. But
it was right there. I like Beyonce, Kelly, Latavia, Latoya. The writing was on the wall.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I saw
a good one.
Name. Yeah,
no, Mike.
That's a good one.
But it was so obvious. But I want to know exactly. I'm fighting through it. Okay?
I'm mad, Brooklyn. I'm mad, Brooklyn. Say, Mom.
I really want to. I want to know what was the point that you figured that it was.
Beyonce, can you handle this? All right, we'll get there. All right,
another good one.
A whole different album, but okay.
I don't think you can handle this. Oh.
Another good one.
Yeah. I'll get there. I feel so sorry for the people that actually listen and watch us every week. I'm sorry. This is one of those shows tonight. I'm sorry, guys. It's one of those shows tonight. Okay, we'll get there, V. Don't care about Vinci and Apollo, but I do care about the finish. Vinci gets the win over Apollo after a distraction from Zion Quinn. So we'll see what happens with that. We're gonna keep going. Okay. Cora Jade is stressed out about Perez being attacked and blame toxic attraction. At this point of Cora's promo, I said, oh shit, she did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember exactly what Cora said, but it was something like, I knew we should have rolled together. And what did she I think it was something like, I can't believe they attacked her from behind. How did you know that?
Right.
How did you know that? You know what I'm saying? So it was that one little subtle
like
line.
A Scooby snack.
Yeah, like because Roxy couldn't
out.
talk. She's down selling. She's selling. Look here. So Roxy didn't tell us anything. Okay. Ow.
How does selling sound again?
Ouch. Even a Yo, they're gonna hate us. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing now. They're gonna hate us. But yeah, Roxy was too busy selling, so she couldn't tell us who attacked us. And yeah, so that happened. I'm just like, oh shit, they're doing it. They're gonna do it, But okay, let the show go on, right? Cameron Grimes was out there to talk about the fact that he's a loser. And that he lost his North American Championship. He had a good recovery. This is go for the pin, so this is what we do here. He had a good, and we'll talk about another mistake that happened also. But he said that he had lost the North American Championship match last week, but it wasn't the North American Championship match. It was the world title match. And he said, well, I lost the North American title too, and I never got over it, so I'm sorry. That was a great recovery on the promo. Great recovery. And then Jordan Devlin comes out there and he mocks him and him
Is
being
that
Cameron
the one with the head that everybody
the one that looks like Finn Balor?
No, the one that has the head like a Minecraft character.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I tried to know Cell. I'm sorry.
No, because every time I hear that
you tried the natty.
Every time I hear Every time I hear that name, I'm walking past that.
Oh, you know, so yeah, like Natty died. God, I'm sorry.
Every time I hear his name, I think of some really creepy allegations or his head is big. So, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so that happened.
Yeah.
And Cameron called him an Irish asshole, and it wasn't bleeped out because it was live. And yeah. And speaking of which, I'm hearing that WWE's going back to TV 14. Yes, yes, yes. I'm all for it. Please.
So
Was there a retraction?
yeah, there
Oh
was.
God. Oh no.
The specific date.
Just throw my hands up.
Apparently, a specific date wasn't really finally reached, and that date was leaked.
But they are talking about it.
It's in the talks, but it's not something that we should be like, oh my God, it's happening. So, I mean,
Okay.
I was just like, TV 14, G, Y7, MA. If the product is bad, I'm still going to say it's bad.
Talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess because there's a lot of smart fans.
So
They
aggressive.
they can't like feed stuff to us because we'll just see right through it. And I'm no selling. No selling.
Oh, you're Natty. Yeah.
I'm no selling.
Yeah,
those are what we call hard quotes.
Yeah,
don't start your hard talk again. All right.
No.
You say yeah. You say no. All right. Copyrights. Yeah. Let's stop. we lost John. We lost Knuckles. All right.
I was dead about to sing my favorite part of the song.
I know. I bet. All right.
Time I see you. Okay, go. Just keep going.
I was gonna. What a show! All right. Cameron Grimes,
Yes.
Jordan Devlin. Speaking of TV 14, since we was talking about it, Cameron Grimes let a MF go on live television. It was clear.
Yeah, it was clear. I was like, oh.
I was like, whoa! This is a PG show, sir.
Is it?
Yes, it is. I expect to hear this on the other channel, the AEW channel that we're getting to right after this video. And right after this segment here.
Not the Rainbow brand. MFers on the Rainbow brand? No.
Nah, never. Okay. All right. I don't care about the Diamond Line stuff. I don't care about Grayson Waller right now. Okay. Caden and Tatum had a pretty good match. Check that out if you guys get a chance. Let's see. I didn't care about the Joe Gacy promo. I'm just trying to run through this. Pretty Mid walked into a bar and they dressed as cowboys, and basically we're getting a match next week for the tag team titles.
Pretty stupid.
Pretty much changed the channel when they came on, actually. But yes, boy. All right, so yeah, we had Sanga versus Duke Hudson. That's actually over with me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yes, boy, that's actually over with me. But it's not because of them. It's because of Wade Barrett. Because I'm afraid I have some bad news. Pretty Mid didn't get me into it. Yeah.
Yes, boy.
Yes, boy. Yes, boy. All right. I forgot what it was. Sanga and Duke Hudson. Sanga defeated Duke Hudson. Okay. Von Wagler versus Solo Sikoa. Let's see what happened here. It was a double count out.
Yeah.
The two headed outside the ring and continued to brawl, and they fought basically to the back, and they continued to fight throughout the show. We had a Andre Chase segment, which I am a mark for because Andre Chase is hilarious, and
No,
I think
really funny.
yeah, he is. He's funny. I like the Chase U thing. I'm into it. Okay, Lash Legend versus Indy Hartwell. It was fine until the finish. But these things happen. So Indy tried to hit, and correct me if I'm wrong. Is it called Pretty Savage?
Yes.
Okay, she being Indy tried to hit Pretty Savage on Lash Legend. Now before this happened though, Kaylee Ray came out there and she had her her bat and everything, and Lash was distracted. Indy took the advantage and she tried to hit Pretty Savage, she being Indy. She slipped as she tried to hit the finish. Now, these things happen. Okay, the ropes are slippery. Okay, and all of you marks that have never been in a ring should probably keep your opinions to yourselves if it's good if you're going to be negative about Indy missing a springboard that she has done 100 times. It probably more. It happens. I would not blame Indy for it. It happens. Lash was one too far away. Okay, that's the first thing, and she was in the wrong position. So the finish was a little messed up, but these things happen. I like the recovery. I'm not just gonna bring it down and then not give them credit. I like the recovery. Lash, as inexperienced as she is, and we lost Knuckles, but we'll get him back. As inexperienced as she is, she was able to realize, okay, Indy tripped. I'm gonna go for a cover. Any good wrestler knows, okay, don't panic. Either grab a hold. That's the first thing they teach you. Grab a hold or go for a cover and reset. And that's exactly what Lash, to her credit, did. She noticed Indy fell, grabbed her. Indy, being smart as she is, knew that, okay, I'm supposed to win, right? Lash is covering me. I'm going to hook her into a pinning position. 1, 2, 3, I'm getting out there. I'm getting out of there because I know that Lash and Fire or Ray have business to take care of. So I like that. I like that part that they were able to recover from it. But yes, I'm not going to hide the fact that, yeah, Indy slipped. It was messed up. The finish was messed up. It happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you said it. You said it.
Okay, I'm just making sure we good. I didn't know if you guys had
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's keep going here. Let's go to we had Stax and Tony D'Angelo because 2 Dimes was released against Idris and Malik Blade. Of course, the heels won. I mean, hello, family.
Right.
And yeah. So nothing to say about that. I can keep going. Good. So we had a backstage with Nikita Lyons.
Oh.
And this was the part. Don't do that. So this was the part. Okay, me and Knuckles will talk about it. So this is the part where I said, "Huh, maybe it wasn't Cora." And on NXT's credit, they made me think for a second. What if it was Nikita? Because she said something that was very important. She said, yeah, I would have the most to gain by attacking Roxy. If it wasn't for Roxy and me getting hurt, I would have won that tournament, the breakout tournament. I would be going against Mandy Rose. So I have all of the reason in the world to attack Roxy.
That's true.
And I started saying, huh, but she's like, but of course she ended it with, but that's not the type of person I am. I wouldn't attack somebody from behind. And I said, maybe it was Nikita. But then I also was like, and to my father's credit, shout out to my pops, he also said that whoever came out for that main event segment was the one who attacked Cora. Not Cora, Roxy, sorry. So let's go to the main event segment so we can get the
That-
AEW.
That's when it hit me.
Mm-hmm.
When Cora came out, and then Roxy came out after, and Cora was like, "You don't have to do this." I'm like,
but even before that, there was a moment. Even before that, so Mandy Rose, right, comes out there and basically says, "Yo, if Roxy can't go, listen, tough
right.
shit. I'm out of here." Yeah, like and of course, whose music hits? Cora J comes out there, right, and I'm just like, holy shit, they're really going with this, right? Yeah. So I'm like, so Cora comes out there, and Cora's like, if Roxy can't go, you still need an opponent for the night. I'm here. Roxy's music hits, and before Cora tried to talk Roxy out of it, there was a moment. Roxy's music hit, the camera panned to Cora, and it wasn't happiness. She was pissed. Cora was pissed that Roxy was out there. If you look at her face, she's looking like this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can see it all in her face. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, so watch it back. Knuckles, if you missed that one moment, watch it back.
I got it. I got it.
It was all in her face.
I saw it. Yeah.
It was disgust. It wasn't happiness. It was disgust. It was like, I can't believe this. Like, I took her out 2 hours ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, but so of course, Roxy can't see that, right? So Roxy doesn't see her face. But it was so subtle that if you wasn't paying attention, you would have missed it.
Yeah.
And that was great. I
did.
It was great. Right. So Roxy comes out there, she wrestles the match. And then they do the spot on the floor. As Knuckles is paused here. But yeah, they do the spot on the floor. And it looks like he's just like, he being Knuckles is just like looking into the abyss. And I don't mean Chris Parks. But yeah. So Roxy's being attacked. Well, they're trying to attack her. Toxic Attraction's trying to attack Roxy. Where's Cora? She's not there. She's not on that. So she comes in after Roxy already gets the upper hand. And the moment, and again, the moment that the camera, there's a moment like that the camera is like behind Roxy, but you could see Cora off to the side.
Yeah.
I said, oh no. Before she even takes up the championship. Because Cora takes up the championship and she winds up hitting Roxy. Before she took up the championship, you could see the angle. If you watch wrestling as long as we have, all three of us, you could see how certain angles are done and how, like, camera angles, are done. Right. And you could tell what's about to happen. I said, oh shit, she's going to hit her. I knew because again, how things are done. Mandy got rolled in first, right? Mandy gets rolled in first. The referee's with Mandy. I'm like, oh no, it's going to happen. It's going to happen before anything. And then it happens. Yep. Cora hits Roxanne with the championship. Mandy hits a very vicious knee to Roxy. 1, 2, 3. We get out of there. Cora comes in there and wants to attack Roxy with the skateboard, but the skateboard breaks before she actually hits her. That's not on Cora. That's on the prop department for gimmicking the skateboard. They probably shouldn't have even gimmicked the skateboard, but they did. And this is what happens. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So that's just what happened there. I can't take credit for that. I heard that somewhere. I actually heard that from my girl, so shout out to her. But yeah, anyway. Damn, I lost my train of thought. She's gonna like that one. But anyway, yeah. So the skateboard broke before Impact. And it is what it is. It did look kind of crazy, but shout out to Cora for noticing it broke right away and then still using the broken piece of the skateboard to hit Roxy, and Roxy was still selling, and that was NXT. What do we think of this angle? Was it too soon to break them up? What do we do with the tag team championships? I'm asking a bunch of questions. so that we can get through it and get to AEW. But
Okay.
how do we feel about this? Go ahead, B.
Okay, so I like the segment.
Yeah.
Do I think they did it too soon? Yes. What happens to the women's tag team titles? Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that Toxic Attraction is going to get it back. I think
Toxic.
after SummerSlam, they're moving on that. And probably Kaden and Casey finally,
Mm. I like
maybe
them.
maybe like an open challenge, or they can have the women's tag team champions how it should have been originally, defending
Yeah.
on all three brands.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what's next for the titles, but I think they did do it a little too soon. I would have waited until I would actually have Roxy beat Mandy, and or they never become tag team champions. Roxy has her match, Cora's by her side, and then Cora screws her over. But I think they did that a little too early for me, even though it was well done.
Yeah.
It was very well done, but I think it was too early.
That's fair. Knuckles, I just want to let you know that your screen is like paused, but we can hear you. Yeah.
So I'm not moving at all.
Nah, you've been looking into the abyss for the last like 10 minutes.
Okay, let me all right, let me try it again. All right, hold on a second.
All right. Well, as Knuckles is getting himself situated, how do you feel about NXT as a whole this week? What do you give it?
It gets a 2 count from me.
Okay.
NXT 2.0 has a lot of great future talent that needs a little bit more polishing for the most part.
Well, it's still developmental, so
it's still developmental, but the show that they're putting on has been pretty decent.
Yeah, it's been scintillating my juices. What do you think about NXT's?
That's what I come back to. God, wait.
Yeah. So the main event angle and NXT as a whole, for this week. What do you think, Knuckles?
I agree with V. I think if you were gonna do this angle, I think putting the tag titles on them was kind of pointless.
I agree.
It didn't make sense. That's why like when NXT went off, I was still kind of like in like confusion mode. I was like, well, why would you make them the champs only to turn them the next week? Like that doesn't make any sense to me. The angle itself, loved it.
Yeah,
it was a good look. Because I think you want to, even though Roxy won that tournament, you still want to put her on some kind of tedious road to championship. Instead of like having her win the tournament and then automatically pushing her into the world title and giving her the strap and pushing her like that. You still want to kind of the strap. That's old school right there. You kind of want to make her. You still want to kind of make it difficult for her road to the championship. So
yeah,
I agree with the line. I just don't agree with giving them the championships and then breaking them up 7 days after that. That's the only thing I don't agree with.
What do we do with the titles now? Do we do it like Seth Rollins and Moxley from like a few years ago, where Rollins had to defend the titles, I believe, by himself? Like, the same night, unfortunately, that Roman had to step away because of leukemia. Do we do that where like Roxy defends both titles by herself because Cora refuses to tag with her?
B. I think
Oh.
I think you have the multi-women or multi-team match,
Yeah,
and you give them to Casey and
Kaden.
Caden.
Yeah.
I think at that point,
Okay.
it's
I can see
just
that.
yeah, like in my opinion, it's just a clusterfuck because it just doesn't make sense. You make them the champs, then you turn them like that's just a okay, all right.
Mm. What do you give NXT?
I give it a hard 2 count.
Okay. All right. Go.
Right.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give it an F4. Some good angles. Great story throughout the show with Who Attacked Roxy, a classic Who Done It story, and they gave us a payoff on the same show, which
Right.
is also pretty impressive because a lot of times we gotta wait weeks to find out who attacked this person. Like, so they didn't do that. Cora did it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
so I like that. I like that. I like the swerve with Nikita because there was a possibility that it was her. You know, so I like that. Some good match quality. Yeah, I give it an F4. I had no problem with the show. I thought it was good. And I like yeah.
It definitely wasn't like Shawn and Triple H back in the early 2000s where we had to wait 4 weeks to realize it was Triple H that attacked Shawn in the parking lot.
With a little grainy video that
right.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh man, the lead up for the SummerSlam match. Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. That was one of my favorite stories back then. But
yes,
it
was.
All right, let's go. Main event time. Because I am almost done here.
That was when stories was well written and the crack supply wasn't as much as it is now.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Man, V is rubbing off on me. Oh my god.
It was a joke there, but all right. So let's continue here. It's too late in the evening. Yeah. Do it this way. The revolution will be televised. All right. Okay. You all right over there, buddy?
I
How's
am
it going, pal?
Float with me.
He's got the giggle.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh man. Ooh. I miss Eli Drake. Okay. I said what I said. I know
please,
LA
thank
night.
you.
I miss Eli Drake. Yeah.
Please and thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Let me talk to you. So let's get up the AEW. Okay. Fighter Fest Night 1. I'll let Knuckles take us through this one because you were there, pal.
Oh man. A tantalizing experience.
I bet it was. Did the baddies? All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, I will get there.
I'm sure. I'm all for it.
So, so actually, we got 3 shows that night.
Oh, Dark, Rampage, and Dynamite.
Dynamite and Rampage.
Nice.
Bell time was 7:00.
Okay.
So we got an hour Dark, 2-hour Dynamite. Then we got Rampage, the taping of Rampage right after that.
Okay, cool.
I can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
I was a fanboy.
It's okay.
Cause my anticipation, like my ire got up walking to the building.
Nice.
So I'm like, I'm about to go see Dynamite, and I walk into the arena and I see it. I'm like, oh, this is real life.
Mm-hmm.
Because I only say that because of the city I live in.
Right.
Our market is not a LA or a New York or a Dallas or a Miami or an Orlando or any of these major markets where TV comes all the time. The last time where I am had a live TV wrestling show. Let me just say Randy Orton smacked The Undertaker.
Oh wow. Wow, that had to be what? 05?
17 years ago.
Damn.
Wow.
That was the last time. And since then, let's put it in perspective. Since then, the only wrestling shows we've had were WWE live shows, a TNA house show.
Yeah.
And I think we just recently had another WWE show. That's the only thing that has come here. So to actually have TV here was exciting as hell. But long story short, say that to say this. I wasn't happy with the crowd. I don't know how it sounded on TV. But
it sounded lively. It sounded better than the Raw crowd. San Antonio was dead.
Well, I didn't watch Raw because I was so hyped up for, AEW. But
there's a picture that you actually sent us. Sorry, V.
yeah, that's the that's the picture. I can't.
Sorry, V. Sorry. You'll be back in a second.
I think that was
Got me the fuck about it.
I think that was Anna.
I'm sorry, V.
I think that was Anna J.
Yeah, it looks like
I believe that was Anna J, and that was the
really good seats.
I had amazing seats.
Sorry, V.
Yeah, so
I guess.
So I can't even really. I can't even really remember the card order.
I got you.
Am I
TNT
really
Championship match.
Yes. Orange Cassidy and Wardlow. First of all, if you were watching the production snafu, you can see Wardlow just pacing Gorilla, just waiting for his music to start. Like,
I saw that. Yep, I saw that.
I'm like, oh, they fucking up already. All right, like
AEW pal.
Yeah, AEW pal. But it was a pretty good match.
Yeah,
the crowd really wasn't engaged that much in the beginning, but towards the end, when Orange Cassidy got his power up, hit the orange punch. It got lively, and after that, it got livelier as throughout the show went on. But yeah, I think we all knew who was going to win this.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, but it was nice. It was nice, and AEW is special. It's different.
So on TV, it did come off. It came off really exciting. Like it felt like the crowd was into Orange and Wardlow. I didn't get the sense that like people weren't really into it at the beginning. But again, you were in the building, so that's why we like to talk to you about this, because on TV it came off like everybody was excited, and that I've gone on record to say AEW's audience. That is one of the biggest differences between WWE and AEW, is that the audience in AEW are like almost engaged like in everything, like or with everything. Whereas the WWE crowd is just like, yeah, they'll pop for the entrances, and the people they like. But once the match starts, they don't really care much. Like it gets really quiet in WWE buildings. Like it's really quiet. People don't care.
Yeah, and I think it had a lot to do with the fact that our city was so desperate for something like this.
Right.
Like we have wrestling fans here, but we were so tired of seeing WWE all the time. And then WWE came with half-ass shows. And
because they gave you guys like house shows and stuff.
Yeah, and the talent we really wanted to see didn't come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you always hear about Roman Reigns doing house shows and everything like that, and Ronda Rousey always doing house shows. They never come here. And we already know that. And I think that's why on that episode of Dynamite where we heard that tickets were going on sale here.
Yeah.
Like I called everybody, and everybody I was immediately on a group chat like,
yeah.
Yo, Excalibur is the bomb. Why?
Yeah.
He just announced that it's coming to here. I would just say I'm in Savannah, people. Okay, I'm tired of saying here. But
if you watch the AEW, they know it's Savannah. They said
right. Tickets on sale for Savannah, Georgia, Dynamite. We're like, what?
Yeah.
And like we all just like fanned out and we were like so excited. And AEW put on a masterclass of how TV is supposed to be.
Nice. So quickly, V, what did you think of Orange Cassidy, Wardlow? You enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was cool.
It's cool. Okay, let's keep going. Chris Jericho, who's been in the headlines a lot lately. The Wizard walked to the ring to address. We're not gonna even get into why Chris is in the headlines too much because that would be a whole nother episode.
Tired.
But yeah. Chris is like ruining his legacy with every word that he says. But anyway, so yeah, Chris walked out to the. Say it again, Knuckles.
I missed that.
Oh, the headlines of Chris Jericho?
Yeah, I missed that.
We'll explain later. It's too much to get into now. We already almost had like 2 hours, but yeah, it's just it's like stupidity that he's just spewing out. But not everybody needs a podcast. And the funny thing is Jericho was literally one of the first wrestlers to have a podcast. Like he was the first one, like one of the first people. I know him, Colt Cabana, Steve Austin. Those were like some of the first podcasts that really got like famous. So Jericho's been doing this podcasting a long time, and you know he should know better. So anyway, so Jericho comes out there and says that this is not the sports entertainer. Chris Jericho.
I popped. Mike, you were the first person I thought about. You're like Jericho appreciation.
Yep.
I was like, where is Mike? I wanted to call you, like really. I wanted to call you, like Mike, listen. And you were like, you're dangerous. And I laughed right in my camera.
I pop every time I hear that because it's so New York. Like it's so New York. Like so New York. It might be so New York that it sounds like a. I was gonna get Boston mad. All right. Anyway, let's keep going here. Anyway, Chris says that Eddie is mad because he made him a liar. They talk about barbed wire everywhere. And there's gonna be blood. And he called somebody a mark. He said that Eddie's a mark for Terry Funk. And Sabu and Onita and Chris said he's just as sadistic as Eddie. And we're gonna get a lot of blood next week. And they're going back to Georgia, but I believe it's another part, right? Duluth, Georgia.
Talk about next week.
Next week, yes.
Yeah, Duluth.
Yeah. How far is that from Savannah?
I say about 3 hours.
Okay, it's a little bit of a drive then.
Yeah, okay. It's close to the Atlanta area, and from where I'm at, Atlanta is about 3.5, 4 hours. So
okay.
So it's about about 2.5, 3.
Oh, so okay, all right, around 8 town down there. All right. So all right, B, right?
B. It was pouring out of your forehead. I know you wanted to say something. Yeah, kind of like the A-Town Daddy.
A-Town down. All right. That music is horrible, by the way. I just want to say that. But anyway, so yeah. What'd you think of this segment live with Chris? And yeah. I'll give these.
Of course, Judas went over like a hitch.
Of course.
Everybody
loves Judas.
Everybody. Maybe second biggest pop of the night.
Okay.
With his music coming off, and you know, he's saying what he said. They were receptive to the promo.
Yeah.
Very much so. I was, because I'm been a Jericho fan since.
I have too, and he's like ruining it for me now. But yeah, I'm
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and see what you guys are talking about. But
we'll tell you.
I'll
tell you.
Okay. Okay. But
V, you awake? You all right?
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, good promo.
Yeah.
You know, the crowd popped at the hard points.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm sure they popped at the hard points. Because I'm 2.
How do you 6? Oh, but yeah, it was cool, and honestly, I can only speak for me.
Yeah.
But seeing Jericho, it just brought back nostalgia. Just when big stars came to your city. It was stuff like that. Like I popped for Tony Schiavone. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, shout out to Tony Schiavone.
I popped for Tony Schiavone because I was a Nitro fan. Tony Schiavone, Mike Tenay, Mean Gene Okerlund, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
RIP to both of them. Wow.
Exactly. So I popped for all of them guys. But just seeing Chris and hearing his promo and just sitting down, and I dissected everything.
Yeah.
I literally honed in on his promo, listened to it, what he said about Eddie Kingston, and it was good, and the crowd was receptive to it. The crowd was receptive all night, but yeah, it was good.
Okay. All right. V, you got anything to add? If you don't, we'll just keep going.
No, I don't.
All right. All right, that's a cigarette, Knuckles. All right. So anyway, let's
worry about the wrong thing.
You're live, pal.
And I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on these cigarettes.
All three of them, right? All right. So listen. So we had the AEW.
Good one. See what you did there.
We had the AEW Interim World Championship Eliminator match. All right. So we had Jon Moxley versus Takeshita. Takeshita. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Yes. Okay. If Takeshita won, he would get a future opportunity at Jon Moxley for the World Championship. Sir William Regal was on commentary. I know Knuckles couldn't hear his commentary, but William was breaking down, just doing a great job of breaking down different holds and why certain holds are done and everything like that. Just being really good at what he does. Moxley spiked Takeshita on his head a couple of times, and he won with the Bulldog choke by tap out. Takeshita got busted open hard way, I believe, through a kick. So how was this live? It was great on television. So
it was all the way live. All the way live. As soon as Moxley's music hit, them people went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy because I don't think you could tell on TV unless you saw a wide shot. But like when he came, what happened? Like what?
I'm sorry.
V, do we need to pause for the cause? You okay?
Yeah, we need to take a commercial break here. We all right?
I'm sorry. Okay. So, for those who are listening right now, I just retweeted something on my Twitter as of right now, 1:31 a.m. And it's making me laugh. Because I have it in my headphone, another headphone, and it's really making me laugh. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I think we have the tweet.
Oh,
do we have it? I want to see it.
I think we have the tweet.
Do we have it with sound?
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
We should if we got
yes.
If we got Liv saying she's the MF and SmackDown Women's Champion.
Yeah, that was great, right?
And another SmackDown Women's Champion.
Shout out to Liv. Shout out to Liv. Liv is great. And for all you people that don't like Liv or don't think she's championship material, you guys
ain't down with that.
And you don't know. Yeah, we got 2 words for you. We do have it with sound actually. Are we ready for V's retweet video here? I think we are.
V's about to lose it. I could tell.
I haven't even heard it with sound yet, so I
haven't either.
So let's go. Sis, give me 1 second. We're gonna pull it up. Hold on. Well, okay. All right. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I heard enough already. All right. Here we go.
That?
His tongue deep into my ass, licking all of
my
walls.
Oh my God!
Licked and slurped and tongue, going from my ass and then back up again. He pressed deep down into my pussy, shaking his head.
Oh Lord!
All right, this is going to the pin. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, Veer.
Well, her juices was titillated.
Yeah, boy. Woo.
I'm so sorry, but I have to shout out WrestleMandy69 for that tweet. The tweet basically says Stephanie McMahon reading the script for next week's Raw because of the rumor of it going TV 14. So a video of an awful human being, but very entertaining, Kaya, reading whatever kind of Zane, Eric Jerome Dickey ass poems that she writes about her nether regions.
Oh my!
But that tweet,
nether region.
But that made me laugh so hard. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, y'all funny on wrestling Twitter sometimes.
Oh man,
great day.
I was not ready. I was not ready.
If I wasn't smoking a cigarette, I needed to. Great day.
I was not ready. Wow. Okay.
That promo was dynamite.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I see what I did there.
I see what you did there. So you was talking about this promo here.
No.
That was not pretty mid.
Oh, it wasn't.
Please.
I felt the facial stuff.
Oh no, we're still going.
Oh, no, still going.
Licked my clit and tongue. Fuck my
Oh.
ass until his
Viewer discretion advised. Viewer discretion advised.
After mopping up all the cum with his juicy tongue,
Listener discretion advised.
Listener discretion advised.
and slapped me on my ass with it, rubbing it back and forth and back and forth across my
now back and forth.
I mean, hey,
Then the
can we
his thrust, his tongue deep
my
into my
God.
face, licking all of my anal walls.
Oh my! All right. Yeah, we're gonna.
I told you it got worse. Oh.
Battle Cup Pro, I'm sorry. Jeff Meacham,
Oh,
I am
Lord.
sorry. Jobber Tears, I am
Oh,
sorry.
Lord have mercy. Jobber Slam, August.
Jobber Slam, August 20th. Joe Kim, I am sorry.
Oh, my goodness.
Trying to Janelle, I apologize.
Am I red in the face?
Steve Pena, excuse me. Sorry, Steve
Pena?
Pena. It's late. Steve Pena, I'm sorry.
My
Beer,
goodness.
I'm not sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
So, all right. AW Savannah. Yeah.
Yes. Please continue.
That was crazy. I'm just gonna run through this. Christian had another promo, brought out Luchasaurus.
Christian went very light in Savannah.
Yeah.
I was very surprised about that.
You talking about Pillman, and
yeah, I was
Pillman,
very surprised that he went light. I was really expecting one of those stinging promos. I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah,
but I was disappointed only for me to come on this show the next night and dog him. But
that darn CLB,
right?
All right. Luchasaurus beat up Griff Garrison and Pillman after the match.
Right. Table botch.
It didn't break, but then they broke it.
Didn't break, then they broke it. Right. Yeah.
So we had Claudio Castagnoli versus Jake Hager. We the People. Yes, we heard it. It came through on television. The we the People chant. It was a stupid chant from Super Creative, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, but yeah. And I know Knuckles was probably chanting "We the People," so I'm sorry.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well,
loud as hell.
Yeah, well, it was a stupid idea from Stupid Creative, but anyway, Claudio of course gets the win with the Ricola bomb onto Jake Hager, because Jake Hager's like, well, what do I care? I'm a legitimate MMA fighter. I don't care if I lose every wrestling match. I think that's really Jake Hager's like idea. Like he doesn't care if he loses a wrestling match. He could beat up people for real.
Right.
So yeah. It was a very good match. Very good match. How did it come off live?
Very, very energetic. Very excuse me. Crowd was really in tune to what was going on. Of course, with the "We the People" chants.
Yeah.
And we couldn't really. Here's the thing: we couldn't really tell live. You know how sometimes when you're at an event or you're at a TV show, you could tell when they go to commercial.
Right. No,
you can't tell when AEW goes to commercial, even though they do picture in picture. You can't really tell that in mid-match they go to commercial because the action is continuous. There's no like
continue to work
rest break, you know.
Yep.
You know, there's no rest break, headlock for 3 minutes. You know, there's none of that. They just kept it moving.
We're coming back from commercial. 5 seconds.
Right, exactly. There was none of that at this show. The action was paced. It was fast paced the whole time in this match. Claudio interacting with the crowd. Jake Hager as well.
Big hurt.
Right. It was very. This was probably, other than the main event, one of the better put together matches. Yeah. As far as interaction and pace and reaction from the crowd, this was one of the good ones of the night.
Okay. Let's try to keep going here. We're already at 2 hours, so we gotta get out of here. But all right, so Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm was backstage. Britt Baker came back on television. It was Britt and Jamie Hayter. They interrupted Britt Baker. Oh, they interrupted Thunderstorm. So this was funny. So Rebel brings a bag of sand and gives it to Tony Schiavone, basically throws it at Tony Schiavone. And Britt Baker, it's a lot of inside jokes going on there. And
YK.
If you get it, yeah, exactly. If you know, you know. I got it and I popped because that was funny. But and the fact that Thunder Rosa got mad about it was also pretty funny because she got it. Like we all, like you said, if you know, you know. So the whole thing about the sandbag thing, it wasn't just one thing, right? And also Britt said something else at the end of that promo. She threw the sandbag at Tony Schiavone and said, "Yeah, you try to carry for a month or something like that." I was like, "Oh, wow." Right. Yeah, right. Like, "Oh, wow." So not only is she saying that basically that Thunder Rosa sandbagged her that whole time, like, you know what I'm saying, but she also had to carry her through that whole thing because Thunder Rosa was sandbagging her. There is a lot of undertone going on, a lot of stuff going on there.
And the thing about that promo live was like, well, when Britt came on the camera, the crowd popped.
Yeah,
of course
they love Britt. I mean,
but when she did the sandbag thing, like only maybe about 20% of the crowd was like, "Oh," everybody else was like, "I don't get it."
But it sounded good on television. It sounded like that 20% sounded very audible on television. Like it was very audible on television. Like
the people who got it. The people who got it.
I immediately was like, "Ooh, wow."
Yeah, the section I was in, like the entire section I was in, got it. We were like, "Oh."
And Thunder Rosa selling it and getting so upset, like you know what I'm
saying?
But,
right.
You know, but I thought that was good.
I can't wait to bury you with it.
Yeah. That was good. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. I'm not even gonna go to V. V is...
All
right, we'll go to V.
Don't go to me. You know how I feel about
the doctor. Yeah.
The doctor lady.
Yeah. D. There you go. All right. Dark Orders, Anna Jay. There it is. Versus Serena Deeb. Deeb gets the win over Anna Jay, but then doesn't let go of the Serenity Lock. And Mercedes Martinez runs down there. So we're getting Mercedes versus Deeb at the pay-per-view for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. I like everybody involved here, so I thought this was good for me.
Anna Jay got a wonderful pop. Because she is from Brunswick.
How far is that from Savannah?
Brunswick is about 45 minutes from Savannah.
Okay, so it's her hometown.
She got and you probably, I don't know if it was audible on TV, but you could hear "Let's go Brunswick, let's go Brunswick."
I couldn't really hear it on television. Not that I can recall, but it probably it was there.
Yeah, there was a couple of "Let's go Brunswick" chants. I think her parents were in the front row.
They were. They showed them on camera.
Yeah, It gave her a hug.
Yep, they showed that on camera.
But yeah, that she got a good pop, and I was happy about that. And the match was pretty good.
It was solid. It was a solid match.
You engaged the hometown people, of course you did. But yeah, it was good. It was a good women's match.
So after the match, Tony Schiavone tried to interview Anna Jay, but Ty Conti came up there and said, "You need to make better career choices." Anna, think about it. And Anna didn't exactly brush Ty off, did she? She just kind of looked at her and listened. So, planting seeds. Does Ty Conti? Does Ty Conti bring Anna Jay into the Jericho Appreciation Society? Because right now, Ty's the only woman in the group.
Right.
Does that happen? V. All right, let's not go to V.
Honestly,
all right, let's go to V.
I was here the whole time. How?
Okay.
I like Anna Jay.
Yeah.
I hope she goes on her own and not deal with those people over there that actually like Anna Jay. So
yeah, I do too. Okay. We had a baddie segment. It was quick, but those baddies. I know. Knuckles almost passed out in his seat. I guarantee that.
Shit.
What you mean? What you mean almost?
Almost.
My God, today.
Well, B, it wasn't me. It was Knuckles. He was there. All right, he was there.
It was me, V. It was me all along.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You did it for The Rock.
I did it. For
when the Rock, when the Rock was making fun of it, he said, and then beat Rikishi. I did it for the Rock. I did it for the people. Yeah.
I did an Instagram reel on that a while back.
Oh,
that's pretty good. But yeah, listen, and I'm not gonna spoil Rampage.
Yeah, no.
But the baddies look good on screen during that promo.
Oh yeah.
But they ended up.
All of them.
They ended up coming out on Rampage, and that
Ray joins us when we're about to get out of here. But I'm sorry. What's up, Ray? Yeah.
That camera does no justice.
I know.
I've either of them.
I've seen all of them in person, so
listen,
I know how gorgeous they actually are. So
listen, Jade Cargill is the tallest glass of chocolate milk I have ever seen. Kiera Hogan.
Hey, we watch it there, pal.
Woo!
Don't talk about my friend. I'm just
woo!
Just playing.
But
yeah.
Kiera Hogan.
Yeah.
Man. Okay.
Yeah.
What's
Layla Gray? Another one of my,
Gray.
Not really my friend, but I've seen her a couple of times. But yeah.
Okay, I'm only gonna spoil one thing.
Yeah.
There was a segment on Rampage, which you're probably gonna watch, where God, I forgot her name that quick. Jesus.
Layla Gray?
Yeah, Layla Gray got in the ring. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, something happened, and Jade and Kiera ran down the ramp. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, I'll be watching Rampage.
I'm gonna be watching Rampage anyway.
Yeah. Wow, it was Those my girls anyway. Like
if Kiera Hogan took up track and field as a side job, I would be at every meet. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay, wow.
Okay, Ray, she is. She actually is, but that's not. She's the only reason I'm saying is because like she said it. Like if it was like personal to her, I wouldn't have said it. But like she's openly said it. She does identify as bisexual. But
Ray,
yeah,
tell us how you really feel.
yeah. And easy on my friend. Okay, now I'm joking. But anyway, so
You still ain't giving that chopped cheese. That's why she ain't talking.
I brought it for her. She wasn't. She left already. It's not my fault. She left the building already.
He got mad.
By the time I got there, she was gone already.
He got mad. I brought it for her. He got upset.
Because I bought this girl two chopped cheeses, and both times the first time she left the building, the second time I forgot something happened with me, and I wasn't able to like link up with her. But I had got it for her, and like, yeah. But anyway, and she still says I owe her the chopped cheese. I think when was the last time I talked to her a few months ago, and she's like, I still never got that chopped cheese. I'm like, I know, I know.
You need to just go ahead. I did.
I thought you told me she upgraded from chopped cheese. Yeah, I'm sure she has at this point. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's go to the main event here because you guys are gonna get me in trouble. I'm sorry, Kiara. Like, but yeah, let's keep going. AEW World Tag Team Title match, the Young Bucks or the Bucks of Youth, if you will. Matt and Nick Jackson with the returning Brandon Cutler. Yeah.
Bucks of Youth.
And the match was wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yo, this show has been one for the Bucks. I'll tell you that much. I'm gonna buy her that chopped cheese before you. No, Ray, you're not. All right.
Oh, please believe it.
No, you're not. No, don't believe that.
Ray, I'm with you.
Believe that. Yeah. All right. Well, good luck, guys. All right. Anyway,
Bruce Chris. Sorry.
All right. Well, next time she's in New York, I'm taking her to Peter Luger's in Brooklyn. So anyway, but that's a whole nother story. Yes, you guys can. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Edit all of this out in post. Anyway, because she's not watching now, so edit it out. Keith Lee, Swerve, and then we have Powerhouse Hobbs and the FTW champion Ricky Starks, because the Revolution must be televised. So we have new tag team champions. Yes, says Knuckles does the Ricky Starks thing. Ray loves your shirt. It's the WrestleMania EST shirt.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't remember what shirt I put on. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Sorry.
Okay, Knuckles. This match happened. Yeah. How'd you guys feel live? Let talk us through this match so we can get out of here.
So boom. This should have happened during that multi-person match.
Yeah. So boom. Mad
like
New York.
on some real shit. No, but I'm very happy for Swerve and
Facts.
Keith. And
Facts.
We're not going back and forth. Not doing that. But
they know my body though. But continue. I ain't never getting out of here.
Anyway,
yeah.
Very happy for Keith Lee, Swerve. Hopefully we'll finally get that Hobbs and Ricky Starks, that 2-on-2 tag team match that we desperately need. And then the Bucks of Youth. Can do something else.
Delightful. All right. I'm happy for Swerve and Keep. So am I. And the match was really, really solid. Knuckles, take us out and tell us how you feel about Dynamite. We'll have to revisit Rampage with you probably next week. But yeah.
This match, start to finish.
Yeah.
Was, and I don't know if you guys remember last week when we were talking about it, how hyped I was for it and how amped I was for it.
Yep.
It definitely delivered.
Nice.
Like, absolutely. And surprisingly, the Savannah crowd was so for Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. They got the biggest pop out of the three, as far as intros are concerned.
Yeah.
Of course, we all know Young Buck, Super Kick,
Party!
Yeah, you know, you got that. But the majority of the match, people were leaning toward Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. Especially during that. Oh, what was it? Oh, what did he hit? Ricky hit. He hit the spear. When he hit the spear on Swerve, excuse me, he hit the spear on Swerve and pulled back. And I don't know if the camera caught it. It looked like Ricky was about to cry when he pulled back on the pinfall. Yep. Like the whole crowd stood up because we thought that was it.
Nice.
So everybody was like, and you heard like 1, 2, and then they came in and broke it up, and it was like, oh, and they were like, people like, oh, emotions all over the building during that match. It was a 5-star match, and I wanted to bring this up when we were talking about WWE, but I'm gonna save it. I saved it for now. This is why I think AEW is the successful product that it is. Because out of those 3 teams, no one thought Swerve and Keith Lee were going to win.
Yeah, sure.
It was either, in most people's minds, at least the people that I were around, because I asked, I was like, hey, before the main event, who you got? People were saying Powerhouse and Ricky Starks. Other people were saying Young Bucks.
I thought
one person specifically said, oh, the Young Bucks got to win because we got to get that Bucks versus FTR for everything match.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going.
Right, exactly. So Swerve and Keith Lee were not expected to win, at least by the people who were around me. And then we got the spot of all spots, which is the pounce on Ricky Starks and the over the top by Keith Lee.
Yeah.
And the crowd went crazy for that. Crowd, there was a few spots. The moonsault off of Keith Lee's chest.
Yeah.
The crowd popped for that. Of course, the somersault plancha by Keith Lee over the top to clear out everybody. The quad spine busters by Powerhouse Hobbs. The first spine buster that he did on Keith Lee. That was just like, pick him up. Oh, wham! And people went crazy for that. And then he just kept spine bustering people. He was like, wham, wham. It was great. But the coup de grace. See what I did there?
Yeah.
The coup de grace. Yeah. And I'll tell you the difference. When he hit the swerve stomp.
Yeah.
On Ricky Starks.
Starks.
And the referee went down the count and he counted 3.
Yeah.
That was probably the most deafening pop live I have ever heard.
Wow.
And I've been in some moments. Like I said, Savannah doesn't get a lot, but I'm gonna go back to the 90s, specifically 1997, when Sting declared which side he was gonna be on the night after Uncensored. And he came down from the rafters in Savannah. That was a huge pop. That was that crowd went crazy that night when Sting came down. But when he got that 3 count, it was like when he hit 3, it was numbing. And then the realization kicked in, and then you actually heard the pop. Like the initial pop, you couldn't hear it. It was deafening.
Yeah.
And then you just heard waves of like cheering and yelling and everything else like that. It was an amazing moment. Like that's probably one of the moments that's probably a moment it'll take me a long time to forget that. Just seeing Swerve and seeing the confetti and everything else like that. And I think if you go on YouTube, they talked afterwards.
Yeah.
There's a clip. There's a clip on YouTube, I think.
It is, yeah. And I didn't get a chance to watch the whole like aftermath of it, but like on TV, it was so quick because I guess they was running short on time. As soon as the pinfall happened, it was just like, oh, new chips. Confetti is going, as Ray just said, and we went off the air. JR said, thank you guys for joining us from Fighter Fest for Tony Schiavone, Excalibur, for Taz. I'm out of here. Good night. You know, it was literally immediately. I don't even think we got a replay, if I remember correctly. It was literally like just, okay, Confetti, let's go. Right. Ray also said, yeah, because we need a reason for Swerve to turn on Keith, so this might not be a long title run. How do you guys feel about that? Quickly. Please, quickly.
V.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I think it'll happen, but not yet.
Yeah,
a couple of months maybe. Okay, Ray forgot you was there, Knuckles, but now he's remembered. The juices are finally scintillated. All right. That's there, pal. All right.
Yeah. But for the people who didn't know, Swerve went and said his promo about how he was so thankful and blah blah blah. And then Keith came behind him and he said he dedicated his match to a friend of his with stage 4 cancer. So he said win or lose, he started off and was like, there's only a certain amount of people that I like truly love. There's like 3 different people that I truly love. And he named this person. And he said, before the match, I found out that, my friend possibly have cancer. Then he went on and divulged that it was stage 4 cancer that his friend had. Mm-hmm. And it was very, very emotional, especially for the ones that, have gone through, either themselves a cancer bout or know somebody with a cancer bout. It was a very emotional off-air promo from Keith Lee. You could tell it was very sentimental, heartfelt. It was a shoot. There wasn't nothing written or anything about this. It was from the heart. And like after they went off the air, they cheered Swerve and Keith Lee for about 10 more minutes. They didn't start the tipping rampage for like maybe 45 minutes after, because it just kept cheering Swerve and Keith Lee for like the longest time. Wow. But it was super dope. Like now that I've experienced it, I wouldn't mind driving 2 hours to Jacksonville, or I wouldn't mind if I got time off from work driving to Atlanta or something like that. That's definitely something I have to experience again. Definitely.
Yeah, I want to go back to an AEW show. It's different. Like AEW
it's so
is
different
from WWE.
The feel of
yeah.
The interaction. Justin Roberts and one of the grips or something like that off camera, like during a commercial break, one of the grips and a dude in the crowd had a rock paper scissors match and Aubrey Edwards refereed it. I was like,
oh man,
that's
awesome.
I was yeah, this is what wrestling is supposed to be about. It's like the interaction for the fans.
I know Bianca did that with a fan also, like doing a commercial break as well, but you need more of that. Like that's cool. Yeah. That's super cool. Right. I don't want to miss Ray's comment. Wait, but Swerve looked like he was going to hit Keith with the title in the match. So do you think they're going to keep that lingering? I guess, yeah.
I don't think so, because if he was going
to let that linger, I'm sorry. It's 2:00 in the morning over here. Yeah.
If he was going to hit him, he was going to hit him. I think now it's a thing where they're going to be united as a tag team. And maybe Swerve will change and cost them the tag belts down the line. But right now, I think they're solid.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. All right. You was at AEW. What do you give Dynamite for this week? I think I know. But
yeah.
I'm just gonna put it up there.
Yeah, thank you.
There it is. Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed the show, so I'm gonna give it an airfall. From the TV perspective. V, what do you give the show?
Nearfall.
Okay, I'm with it, guys. Listen, that's all the time we have for tonight. Ray, Dynamite is a 3 count. Okay, yes, Ray says Dynamite is a 3 count. All right, Ray to Raw on everything. Support Ray to Raw. I think Knuckles is experiencing the same thing V is right now. So we are going to real quick. Hold on, Ray says real quick. Ray, isn't it like 11 there? Like it's late. It's late, bro. Well, yeah, what's up? Let us know in the comments. But we're gonna get ready to take you guys out of this. What do you think about the TV-14 rating? We covered it a little bit earlier, but V kind of made it clear that there was a retraction made on the original story that they aren't going to TV-14 just yet. But there is a lot of talks about it, so I could see it happening in the very near future because Money in the Bank, as I stated on the show, was TV-14. They had a TV-14 rating for Money in the Bank. So
I think it's going to be a thing where their TV shows are PG and their pay-per-views are TV-14. That's what I think they're going to do.
I'm cool with that. I'm definitely cool with that.
Because if you're going to pay for the premium live event, stupid shit.
The PPL, pal. I mean PLE.
PLE.
Yeah, PLE. PLE. Bro,
Alphabet Soup. Oh Lord!
Okay. Did not expect this episode to be this long, but it's all right. It's okay. You guys are getting your juices tintillated.
It's this long because you keep talking about people's juices being tintillated.
Marination. Let's go ahead.
Let's get out of here. Go. Just go, V. Go.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. You could have been anywhere in the world, and I know I used to say this on another show, but you were here with us. We appreciate it. You can find me at KingV_the Ruler on Instagram, _Watch My Throne on Twitter. You can find the show at Go for the Pin Show on Twitter and Go for the Pin _show on Instagram. Go ahead and type in on YouTube, Go for the Pin. You'll see this big ass head. And Mike, where can they find you?
Well, before I tell them where they can find me, Rate a Raw on all your favorite social media platforms. You can find me on Twitter at DJ Mike EQ and on Instagram Mike_EQ. And Knuckles, you are Knuckles.
You titillated the mic right there.
Yeah, I was titillated something. Go ahead, Knuckles.
I am all lowercase DJ_Knuckles on Instagram. Also, JPS Music 15 on Instagram. I am JPS Music 15 on Twitter, and I'm about to be very active on Twitter because if you weren't watching earlier, I need to keep up with what V's doing on Twitter. That was very good. Anyway.
I've been MIA for the most part.
Oh Lord, you came out with a banger tonight. And yeah, what else am I? JPS Music on Snapchat. That's it. YouTube page on August the 1st. That's right.
Yes. Let's go. All right.
Let's go.
Let's go. Now. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys next week on Go for the Pin. Ray, thank you. I will next time. Good night, everybody.